Technical difficulty earlier, man. So y'all just bear with us, but we will bring y'all that heat, man. So you finna get into it's a live show right now. I'm your main man, AD Green. You know, and I'm with my co-host, man. We in here, man.
Yeah, welcome.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Sabrina Model.
Hey y'all, I'm your girl Lauren Nicole.
And it's your boy Vic. So, man, you know, I was sitting down the other day and I was just watching the TV and you know, one of the guys I grew up looking up to, idolized, I guess you could say, if it's a such thing as, it was T.I. He put this debate out there, who was the best rapper out of Biggie and Tupac.
Come on, man.
But okay, that for some it'd be easy, but we gotta add a little twist to this because we don't do nothing on the real culture. We don't do nothing basic.
Right.
We want to know why you like, you know, why that's your favorite. Okay, so we gonna go to the lyricists. Who's your guy? Who was your guy?
You know,
talk to me.
I grew up listening to Pac, so you know I'm a Pac head, Pac fan. You know, so
no doubt,
quite naturally, hands down to me, man, the best MC of all time is Tupac, man. But I'm gonna tell you why when it comes to describing artists. See, when you get into a debate on who's the greatest and you know who's the best of all time, see, you got to look at the statistics. And Pac was a work ethic. Okay. He was a workaholic, and I'm talking about all the way from his early days and until, you know, didn't he have music still going after he passed?
Oh, no doubt. He saw a lot more after he died.
And he was different. To me, he was different. Like, he had his own style, and he didn't care what people thought. He did him.
He stood out.
Yeah, and he stood out, and even though he was wild and this and that, like, he was like, I'm going to make sure people see me no matter how I am. And that's why I respect that. Like, he just continued to be him no matter what people wanted him to change into. He stayed as him.
So that mean I think we all would agree. So I ain't gonna lie, we all must be some real motherfuckers then. Because we felt like real, and everybody pretty much gave their and it was no knock. And so I'm gonna speak on it as if I was a Biggie fan. Well, would you say you was Tupac? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Tupac.
Okay, you Tupac.
We got all Tupac.
So we got all Tupac. But I'm gonna give it to y'all from a Biggie perspective because both of them needs to be represented because it's not. When I say my favorite is Tupac, I don't say any knock on Biggie because Biggie is one of the greatest rappers of all time. He's a 1B. And what I say, they were different. Tupac was more a poet where Big was a storyteller. So, you know, when I want to hear a great story, you know, I put on some Big because he'll run it down to you. But if I want to hear something authentic and something along that fits what I believe in, I go to Tupac.
Hold on, brother. I got to stop you right there, though. Did you say Pac wasn't a storyteller?
No, I didn't say he wasn't a storyteller. I said Big was more a storyteller. Pac was a poet. That's what Pac was.
Poet and a storyteller.
Yeah, but he was more a poet though. He wasn't. Biggie came big out because he'll tell you a story. And the reason why I tell you a story because if you know Biggie's story, he was not in the streets like that, but he wrote a lot of street music. So you know what I'm saying. So you know, and we're gonna fast forward. So who was y'all favorite rapper right now? Who was your number one right now?
Right now.
When it comes to young MCs or just that whole era right now?
We talking about in the game right now.
In the game right now.
In the game right now.
Man, I have a couple of artists that I like, man. I like Kendrick Lamar.
Okay,
you know, Kendrick Lamar is a real true artist. And you know who he looked up to? He looked up to Tupac. So you can hear a lot of his music. You can hear Pac in his music. You know, they got different rhyme schemes and different, you know, versatility, but definitely, you know, he's a storyteller and he paint art. No doubt. He paint pictures and art, and he has substance. He talking about something. Today's music, a lot of artists ain't really saying that.
Talking about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I look up. That's what I look at when it comes to who's your best MC of all time, right? Today's time. So I'm gonna go with Kendrick Lamar.
I think that's a good pick because I think that's a positive brother trying to deliver a message.
Yeah, I really don't have a favorite. It's so many different artists and I listen to all kinds of little different people. I don't really have a favorite, honestly. Like, if your music hot, like, I'm going to listen to you. So
I know that.
Same here. I really don't have a favorite with now it's generation. You know, it is what it is. But I will always stand for old school.
No
That's
doubt.
just me.
Well, I ain't going to lie to y'all. My favorite rapper today is dead because I ain't gonna lie, I'm still repping Nipsey Hussle, man. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
shout out to
For where
Nipsey Hussle.
his movement going. So right now, you know what I'm saying, I'm still on victory lap because we running this marathon. So that's who I'm repping right now. And it's no knock because Kendrick Lamar got much love for the brother and everything he represents. Very positive brother. I like him. You got J. Cole. You have some very lyrical brothers out there. But when I'm thinking about who is truly trying to make an impact in the black community, I got to go back to Nipsey Hussle. So even though he's been passed, his music and his legacy still lives on today.
And he was good because he was trying to do something positive for his community. A lot, more artists need to do that. They need to go back home and try, even though, what happened to him. He still tried to do something for his people and bring something different and bring change. So I salute him for that.
No doubt.
Nipsey Hussle, I didn't really get on him until like later. I always heard of a Nipsey Hussle, but I didn't really get on to him till like later. Because I can remember reading all those hip-hop weeklies and the Source magazines from my cell. When I used to always read about who's Nipsey Hussle. So when I first really heard him, though, but that was like after he passed, though, so he got some good music. But my thing is, why we wait until our leaders, as far as rappers, pass to try to say that, hey, I own his music now.
Yes.
He's the hardest. Or what?
Exactly.
Nah, why you can't, I'm not speaking about you, brother. I'm just in general.
No, I'm not.
I'm come to that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very imperative that we support.
That's a touchy topic.
It's just a platform, and I'm gonna speak like this here. It's so much trash in the rap game today. Cause I'm gonna be really honest with you. I turned off listening to rap because there's so much trash in rap. So it's easy to sleep. And if you know about Nipsey, he really was more underground. Anything. Victory Lap was his first official platform on. Even though he dropped Crenshaw and other albums, that was his mainstream album. So a lot of people slept. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you look at Tupac, a lot of people slept on Tupac because he sold more albums after he died. So it's just a common thing. Sometimes the messenger is in front of you, and you don't get the message because you're so caught up in the hype that you're forgetting that it's a story being told until you go back into your archives and listen to the music and realize that the whole time the man is giving you the game, he's trying to tell you how he got rich, so maybe you can follow the same blueprint. Or if not, so be smart, come up with your own blueprint.
Yeah. They got to support while you're living, though, period. Like, his word was out there, and he was everywhere.
Yeah,
and his voice, he was trying to make his voice heard, and still nobody paid him no mind. And my thing is, too, like, why support when I'm gone? Like, why you not supporting me now? And that's something I don't agree with,
I agree. You should
Don't wait
definitely
till
get
I'm
their flowers. It gets some more sympathy.
Yeah, give me my flowers now. Rep for me while I'm here,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
wait
yeah,
till
live and well.
I'm gone to start repping my name. But yeah, man, I like one of Nipsey Hussle's songs though, that Ocean View. I like that song.
I do know it, man. I listen to it every morning, man.
Pretty live song, man. So shout out to all our MCs and the ones we done lost, man, in the struggle, man.
Yes.
All the way from the Pacs to the Biggies, all the way to the Nipseys and to the Mo 3, King Von.
We got to come together. We got to come together, y'all.
Well, speaking of that, man, it's a battle out there. I think it's gonna come to fruition, man. What y'all think about Jay-Z versus Boosie?
Jay-Z versus who?
Yeah, on a rap battle. How y'all feel about that? Who y'all going with?
That's not even a given. But
what you mean it's not a given?
It's like this, man.
Who you going with?
I'm a ride with that South.
Oh, okay.
I'm a ride with the South.
I thought you might have been.
Yeah,
I thought you might have had a change of heart and said.
It's
Jay-Z.
the South and the
I'm
North.
saying, but you got to put Jay-Z as one of the best of all time too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because when you compare him, he showed a lot of us how to be owners as well. You know what I'm saying? Be CEOs and you know what I'm saying, not just being an artist but own the label.
Entrepreneur.
So he's all the way around hustler, boss, and an artist, and with all that. So, but back to the music thing, Jay-Z, it took me a long time to accept that he was the man. But after a while, I listened to his music, I had to give it to him, man. You can't deny talent, man.
So would you say that Jay-Z is really? Do you think he get love in the South, or do you think he? How
I
you
personally
feel?
don't care for his music.
You don't care for his music?
I'm Boosie, Team Boosie on that.
Yeah, like I say,
Exactly.
I'm riding with the hometown. I'm riding with the down south, man.
No, no doubt,
Louisiana.
no. But I'm saying just because I'm just vibing with everybody now. We all just in the lack right now. So I'm just trying to figure out like, cause it sounds like really Jay-Z ain't got no love down in the South. So I'm trying to figure out why.
I mean, it's not really our type of music down
Okay,
here. That's
okay,
all it is. It's
okay.
not that he don't have the love. It's
Okay.
just really not our culture.
Okay.
down
Maybe
here.
maybe because he took Queen B. And
Yeah, that was. I ain't gonna lie. He took it. He just
Everybody
maybe
mad.
he took because I
So-
had a crush
so-
on Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. Everybody had a shot at Jigga.
Then I
pulled
started
up.
liking Kayla Road.
No doubt. So okay,
You
well, let's do this here. This something I know y'all can feel.
There go Kelly.
What about Shanti versus Keisha Cole?
Oh,
my
man.
gosh. That's
I
hard.
like them both. I'm gonna have to go with Keisha Cole though,
But
because
you
she
know-
got that soul.
But you know they say Ashanti really don't be seen.
That's what I'm finna say. It ain't hard for me.
So how
Ashanti
can you
Wayne
win?
did 'em.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. I look at Ashanti and be
You
like,
hear me? And be like,
damn.
man, she look good.
I just
singing
want to
it.
see her.
She's so
but-
pretty though.
Very.
But she can't sing though.
I got the.
Well, you know what? This an update then. If they doing verses where you ain't gotta really sing, I'm finna get up there and lip sing. I know I can make something.
Come on,
happen.
let's do it.
Hey,
Just play it in the background. Just
as long as you
saying.
look
Come on,
good,
let's
that's
I'm
all
just
it's
saying,
about.
I'm
looking
just saying,
good.
I'm just
You ain't gotta be
saying.
really
Okay.
hitting no note nowadays.
Yeah.
They got the technology nowadays to make it sound good. So,
Yeah.
All right.
but
Well,
did you hear about that other battle?
yeah, that's why I was finna say E40.
Oh, and who?
E40 and Too Short.
Oh,
Lord.
man,
Old
I'm gonna have to
school
ride with Too Short.
What? Come on,
Really?
come on, give me 5, man. Come
No.
on.
Over E40?
Talking about.
E40?
Hey, I got you, Sabrina, man. I'm really too short fan.
What?
Too.
Look, hold on, wait a minute.
Yo, look
We
at
need to
you.
get some
both-
diagrams. Are we talking about
Hey,
pimping or are we talking
listen,
about rapping?
listen.
Well, are we talking about pimping or rapping?
Listen,
Wait a
Pimping or
minute.
rapping?
Listen.
Wait a minute.
Pimping around.
Who was the one who had trend? I'm talking about swag back in the day. 40 got swag. Don't get me wrong, but do you know? Do you know?
Wrinkle me.
Do you know that Too Short was the first one that had the world saying this? Yeah, that was
Hey.
short. There.
But I
Before Snoop.
But
Before
I'm trying
Snoop.
to. But what's the question? Are we talking about pimping? Or are we talking about rapping?
Thank
That's
you.
how I still ain't got to answer that
Man,
question.
Too Short can rap. He just a little smooth with it. Well, they both smooth
We
with it.
talking
though.
about getting on that mic, spitting them bars. He ain't messing with 40 Water. 40 Water gonna put it in. Man, come on, this man is a
He gonna
babe
like-
legend.
yeah,
man.
he gonna start spitting.
Man,
They
E40
both
is a
hot
beast.
though.
Now, don't
They
get me
both
wrong.
hot.
If I wanna sit back and read a Donna Coyne book and I need some pimping in my
Oh,
ear,
man.
I put that
Oh.
Too Short on. I mean, I come on in like that.
Yeah.
But E40 by far.
Okay.
Easy.
2 and 2.
Yep,
All right.
Easy.
I mean, when I was young, man, I had to bang that short dog, man. Oh, funk.
I ain't gonna lie,
Shout out to that
man.
West Coast, man.
No talk. That's what my people.
Both of them from the
No
West,
love. No love, but I think though, realistically, we know 40 gonna put that on him, man, and
Did
make
you
it.
hear what Game said though? Game said that if he battle, only person he want to battle is 50 Cent.
I'm down with it.
Oh, snap.
I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
These
Okay.
battles is crazy.
So who y'all
It's a-
picking? Who y'all going with?
I gotta go with the game.
The game? Okay, who you going
Cause
with?
he mad. I'm going with the game because he
Look.
mad. I'm just putting it out there.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I always been a 50 Cent fan. You know what I'm saying? They talk a lot, say a lot
They
of
both
things
hard
about
though.
it.
both
They
good.
both.
I gotta ride with 50 on this.
Come
one.
on, man. One is one got the
I'ma have
one
to
got
flip
the
a coin.
paperwork and the other one got the wrong paperwork, man. I'm going with the guy with the right paperwork, man.
I'm gonna have
You know
to flip
what
the
I'm
coin
talking
on
about?
that
50 Cent
one.
ain't got the right paperwork.
Flip the coin.
Hey, it's Cent. Yeah, well, he got power, and we
See what I'm
got,
saying? We getting we
50 Cent
talking
be
about
sarcastic.
everything except
He be
rapping, man.
sarcastic.
Exactly.
We talking about everything except
Okay,
rapping.
well, get
man.
that get rich dying off your ass then. Get
Hey,
rich and
man,
try dying,
hey.
whatever the
the whole
Hey, he
Sorry,
gonna hit you
bitch,
up
I
by his
messed you up.
title,
I
right?
messed you- I
He
messed
gonna
you up.
hit you. He gonna
Sorry.
inbox you by his
the
title.
whole reason why the game wants some action is the same reason anybody want action. You kick me off the boat, and I'm gonna show you that, man. Really, when you go in the game got them hits, man. 50 Cent, man. Ain't nobody trying to be no window shopper. We already passed that, man. We buying stuff now. We don't want to be window shoppers, so we ain't trying to hear none of that. And we know many men didn't wish death on you. Know what I'm saying? Cause we know when they wish death on you, it's a wrap for you. So now we going
I'm just
with the
there
real,
in the middle,
man.
just gonna see who will win. That's it.
Exactly.
You
Yo.
know, Jeezy, that Jeezy battle, and what's his name? Gucci. Gucci said the same thing.
But Jeezy was cool back. You know, he was chilling.
He
He
still
wasn't with all that.
he still held the animosity, man.
Yeah.
He still holding
Yeah.
on something so long ago. But
Yeah.
that was very immature on his part. But
Yeah,
you know,
it
it's
was.
just speaking about us.
Yeah, well,
So,
you know, it's sometimes some people ain't elevated their thinking yet, so they still think small. I pray for them.
But yeah, look, y'all live and direct, man, with the real culture. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe our YouTube page. And we're gonna come back after this break at the real culture. And make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all got a good show. Hit it.
Introducing AD the realest. The return. I'm back. Down here. You know we say stuntastic, man. When we looking clean, with them doors up, diamond shining on 24s and super focus on the can. Yeah, that's stuntastic. I'm stuntastic. Many do it like these. I'm stuntastic. You know ride like these. I'm stuntastic. You see them diamonds that gliss? I'm certified to shine like these. Yeah, I'm stuntastic. Many holding like these. I'm stuntastic. You ain't seen a gangster like these. I'm stuntastic. Show 'em how to represent. I'ma act bad in this really. I can't play no games. I pull up with bang. AD's the name. I outshock the frame. It's an H-time thing when we swing and bang. It's traditional, baby, when we hog the lane. Check the two-throw chain, the emeralds glistening, man. I throw up your brain just like a migraine, man. You need an ibuprofen to stop this pain. Orchestrate your slang. I'ma show 'em how to stunt like the daddy of Wayne. I'm the reason that these haters complain, cause my rims more bigger, a paint job more thicker, and those sit perpendicular. You can call me articular, young track ripper, big mo sipper, holding the grain like Beyonce do jigger. When I last was on the scene, I was the car show king. In that tangerine, yup, Asian green. I pulled up with a queen, she in Darion Green. I'm stuntastic. Many do it like these. I'm stuntastic. You know ride like these. I'm stuntastic. You see them diamonds that gliss? I'm certified to shine like these. Yeah, I'm stuntastic. Ain't too many holding like these. I'm stuntastic. You ain't seen a gangster like these. I'm stuntastic. Show 'em how to represent. I'ma act bad in this, yeah. Fresh out the pen, about to do it again. I don't need no friends, it's just me getting in. I'm thinking CL Benz, on Giovanni's that spin. With lens clear like gin, fly like a hawk in the wind. What's up? Lil Patrick playing Madden on foes and traffic. If you're thinking about jacking, best believe we packing. Don't get your name on the casket for trying weak tactics. I'm in the hood 24, trying to make it happen. Tell us what you need, we can tape and rap it. They say I'm capping and bragging, cause I stay stuntastic. Draped in baggins, in the Jeff Hamilton jacket, rocking Sean John glasses. Stun is a passion, I guess I'm just flashy. Baby girl look jazzy, she very attractive, she act real classy. Got a walk that's nasty, they say you can have me. I get her number and tap it, for a few days I smash it. I'm stuntastic, many do it like these. I'm stuntastic, you know ride like these. I'm stuntastic, you see them diamonds that gliss? I'm certified to shine like these. Yeah, I'm stuntastic. Ain't too many holding like these. I'm stuntastic. You ain't seen a gangster like these. I'm stuntastic. Show 'em how to represent. I'ma act bad in this. Yeah.
Mic check.
Hey,
Can y'all hear me from here?
yeah, we are back. This is the real culture, and I am your host, AD Green, and we finna get into some more real culture talk. You hear me? Welcome back to the break. After the break, what's going down out here, man?
Man, everybody, what's up, everybody? We back. Man, this next culture, this next topic, man, it hits home. It hits real deep, because it's a topic, man, that a lot of people have questions on why the state of the black community is the way it is. So what we're going to get into this next topic is going to be the effect of the mass incarceration on the black family, or when the separation of the family, when one parent is not present, whether it be the father or the mother. And me, I'm gonna speak for what I mean is because I believe in elaboration, because ain't nothing understood today. So when I say that, I say my friend, I had a good friend that just got killed. He got murdered, you know what I'm saying, over some possessions. So more than likely the person that pulled the trigger was another black man. And that person, not saying that I can understand, but I understand hopelessness and what drive a person to do something. You feel like you taking this man's possessions, or you taking whatever is gonna make you, the man in the hood and all that. Now I'm gonna tell you who the man is. The man is that man that's going to work every day and doing what he's supposed to do, taking care of his family. That man is not looking for an easy come up. You know what I'm saying? The Bible say you don't work, you don't eat. So with that said, we just gonna get into this because we talk lightly on, mass incarceration, because we do have a genocide against us. And when I say us, I don't mean just people of black people, so to speak. I mean the Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, even the Asians. We all understand a little discrimination. So, me coming from an incarcerated background, I understand the effect today. So, we have, how do you feel? How do you feel about that, brother?
You got to look at the root of the problem. As me being like part of the problem now, you know what I'm saying? I know both sides, because at one point in time, I used to be one of the ones that didn't see it like that. But until you get knowledge of self, and until you know who you are and know what living is really about, and then you'll understand that, hey, what I'm doing is not right. Why should I hate my brother? Why should I want to kill my brother or my sister? You know what I'm saying? So I think you got to look back at the root of the problem, meaning like, why do our people act the way they act? Why do I hate blood against Crip, or light skin against darks, or whatever it may be, the racism, the prejudice. And what I mean by that is
it's all about
this.
cycles, brother.
That's what I'm saying. So it's all about the trauma, being traumatized as a race. And I'm speaking as a race because I'm a black man. So I'm speaking as about this goes way back to the days of slavery. Man.
Amen.
So it was already division now. So that was already passed on, like my man John say, generation of generations. So let's look at the root of the problem. So that's the way I see it. So it's to a person really know himself and understand that, hey, the oppressors are the one that did these things to me and had me thinking like this the way I'm thinking. At the end of the day, we all one person. We all the same people. So why should I hate? I should work, or I should want to. You should motivate me. I can look at you and want to do better.
Amen.
Look at my situation. You got to look at yourself first. You got to look at the condition you are, and then you can want better for yourself. But if you don't know self, then how can self want better for self? You see what I'm saying?
And that's just like you say, when you're young, what they say, you're young and dumb, full of calm. So you're learning, you're growing up.
It just go back to the culture, man. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of this episode. That's what I spoke on briefly when I was saying the last episode that, we grew up immoralizing. People are growing up immoralizing the 90s culture, which is not today's culture. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that you can make music in different ways so you can really hide. You know what I'm saying? You could talk noise, you could diss, because a lot of beats are not real. It's all orchestra, it's all a plot to get views. Everybody trying to get views. So whatever they got to do.
Well, you got different types of beef. The Jay-Z and Nas beef, that was an industry beef for them both to make money.
For them to make money.
But the beef that Mo 3 was in, the stuff that King Von was in, that's a real beef because they're not here.
Yeah, exactly, but a lot of that stuff is created on the internet. That's what I'm saying. A lot of that stuff, it wasn't really legit. And that's what I'm saying. It got created there and then blew out of proportion. Because you got a lot of other people that was with it that still, going in, but that's the absentee. That's why I go back again to the effect of the incarceration. When you grow up with no father figure and you grow up looking at wine dinners, that's what you will become, because that's what you will idolize. Now, don't get this wrong. I was affiliated with gangs growing up, so I understand what it is to grow up here in Houston, Texas, in gangs. So I know how the draw is when you go up and your homeboy this and your homeboy that, and if they looking at you like, if you down with us, then what you waiting on? So it's time to put in this work. So I understand all sides of the game. I used to be that guy, but one thing I've always had is a love for my people. And before I pass to Lovely Jess, because she look like she ready to give us some of this blessing, I'm about to give y'all this.
Shout out to my girl Jess in the building with us, man.
Because one misconception that people believe that it started off between slavery. Now, I ain't doing no put on for no book. I ain't getting no money for this. I wish they would send me some, but they not sending me none. But it's my job to educate, because that's what changed me as a person, education, because that's what we suffer from. So I'm going to hold this book up, and I'm going to ask that y'all check this book out. You don't have to believe nothing I'm saying. This ain't no religious book. It's self-explanatory. What it's talking about is how our culture was taken over and we were conquered as a people, because that's what we are today. We conquered. So the only way we can correct that is to go back and get the proper knowledge and get our mind.
The title is
one spot.
The Destruction of Black Civilization.
Oh, and tell them the year so they let them know it just that started slavery.
Is Chancellor Williams. I repeat, the author is Chancellor Williams, and the title is The Destruction of the Black Civilization.
I'll tell you another good book, too. It's a book out there called The Knowledge of Self. And it's about supreme understanding, man. You'll get to understand yourself better and know why we act the way we act when you can read that book. So it's about supreme understanding. But what's up? We got another co-host in the building. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. We on the real
y'all,
top.
everybody. I'm Jess. The opinion I have about the effects of a parent, because it's not just fathers. Unfortunately, there are mothers that go to jail as well. Me seeing that firsthand, my father was in jail 27 years. My mother was a teen mother. Unfortunately, she wasn't a mother that could hold the fort down and raise her children alone. We were raised by another family member, my grandmother. A lot of these mothers are stuck raising their children alone. Unfortunately, my younger mind would maybe blame my father for making the decisions that he made and put himself in those predicaments. My older self now, my wiser self now, can realize that it's a cycle, like you said. We have to understand that we take things out on our parents and not truly know the things that they've been through in the life that they come up in.
Yeah, because they have traumas too, like
they have traumas as well.
So,
right, but we see things one-sided. As a kid, coming up and seeing the things that we're seeing, and living in the places that we're living and going through the things we're going through, we're like, oh, my father consciously made the decision to put himself in that predicament. But we don't really understand like what circumstances surround the decisions that they made. So again, I think it's a domino effect that's horrible in our community. I'm speaking black, brown, not just in the black community, but
anyone that's been pretty much a part of poverty, like you said, the blacks, the browns, and then it has to do with slavery, but it also has to do with drugs. Just basically like the crack era. Once you put in the drugs, then the people who were parents, they began being drug addicts.
Right.
So like you were saying, your grandparents had to raise a generation. And that's similar to what's going on now. People on Molly, Exos, Dip, K2, then it goes to the grandparent. They're still having to raise a kid, and it's an ongoing cycle because you're watching somebody else get raised by their grandparent. So the man or woman, they don't think that it's bad to do these drugs while you're having a kid, or commit a crime while you're having a kid because, my mama's there or my daddy will be there.
Somebody's there to pick up.
To pick up that slack.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, then you're in a situation like you're talking about your father being in jail for 27 years. He knew somebody was going to pick up that slack.
Right.
So he was, well, I could do this. Some people, they don't have that in the back of them as far as that type of trauma.
Some people don't really care. And I'll say this because I've had conversations with my father as an adult. So the thing that comes from that, or the things that come from that, the children that are produced, they're either going to repeat that cycle, or they're going to want to be better because they don't want to repeat that cycle. My brother is in prison. Definitely something that is not gonna say discrepancy. I'm trying to use my words, but find my words. But he definitely followed in the footsteps of my father. Not out here committing these crimes. It was something that happened, and now he's there. So regardless, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares why you're there. You're there, and you're seen as guilty regardless because you're there. On the other hand, myself, I repeated the cycle. My mother, she was pregnant, 15, 16 years old, and here I was pregnant at 17, a senior in high school. I was fortunate enough that the man that I was with, we were able to work it out, and we had 3 children, and we were able to raise the children in the same home for many, many years. However, the effects of him seeing the same thing in his family may have not allowed him to be the provider or the man that he needed to be, and me to be the woman that I needed to be, because we don't have good examples. His father's not in the home,
and
single
also,
mother.
Right. So that's where the cycle started. The cycle continues.
Cycle
so it's
continues.
passed on.
Yes.
So it's more hard upon that male. Let's say that you have your son there, because he need a father figure in his life.
Correct.
So if that father figure is not there, then it's gonna be hard for a woman. A woman, don't get me wrong, she can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? But she still need a male figure. You know, that's what we're saying, because it's divide and conquer, and that's the trick. You know, so it's bigger than what we know. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, you gotta always know, it's very important that we do have a unity, and we do recognize what the problem is. So that way we can come up with solutions. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we teach our kids to, hey, you need to do this, and stay away from them. Or I know it's only so much you can say, but also it's still, it's able to put them in different programs, or able to try to put them in a positive atmosphere. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I think also what I commend a lot of men that I know, whether they have children or not, be able to step in on a kid's behalf. If there is a single mother, that uncles and friends step in to be a positive male role model in these children's lives. Like, big ups to the men that do that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you father this child, but you know that this is a woman raising a child by herself. So you come in from a male, because like me and John were speaking earlier, a woman is only going to be able to teach a man so much. She can raise him right, love him right, and all of that, but she can't teach him how to be a man. And those things where she lacks, he's going to have to get out here in these streets and either learn it on his own, or somebody else has to come in and guide him there. So there are a lot of men that do step up and provide that where they're needed, whether it be some type of mentorship or showing boys how to change tires and things like that, to be the man, not necessarily step up to be the man of the house, but to be a man and know what it is to work, not to come out here and steal and rob people, because they say it takes a village, and a lot of people are only about self. Right. But the people that are out here really showing love, that attention that is required, that these kids require, that it's you don't really understand the positive effects that you can have on somebody just by giving what you have to a kid, whether it's yours or not. Right. So. Right.
And what you just said make a whole lot of sense. And to my brothers that's incarcerated, man, that's getting ready to come home, that's why it's very imperative that y'all get out here and do something with y'all life, man, and be a father or be a mother, where you need it. Hey, you tuned in to The Real Culture. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. and subscribe our YouTube page, and we gonna come back after this break. Yeah.
Aside for the black banks, then we got a black bank here.
It's your boy AD Green.
Talk about why
Dollar
people
Cat.
don't invest in black banks.
SB Entertainment, man. We in here, man. Say, no, when we pull up, when we hop out, man, we trying to make it tsunami.
Hey, what's going down out here, man? Y'all
you come to the front of the stage, you ain't got no vibe.
Appreciate y'all showing love.
Please sit down. Cause we finna wow. Let's go. Money shot. She give me that money shot. She give me that money shot. Beat it over, bust it over, twerk something now. Money shot. Bring it back, drop it low, work something. A money shot is when she toot it up, make you wanna hit her. Grab that ass from the back, yeah, that's how you hit her. Look, East Coast got some bad strippers, and yeah, West Coast got some live strippers, but man, ain't nothing like a down south stripper. They took her. I'm talking Megan Stallion, I'm talking Johnny. Yeah. It's your boy AD Green, Dollar Cat, SB Entertainment. Man, we in here. Say, no, when we pull up, we hop out. Man, we tryna make it tsunami. So if you come to the front of the stage, and you ain't got more than a stack in your pocket, man, please sit down. Let's go. A money shot is when she toot it up, make you wanna hit up. Grab that ass from the back, yeah, that's how you hit up. Look, East Coast got some bad strippers, and yeah, West Coast got some live strippers, but man, nothing like a down south stripper. They took her, talking Megan Stallion, talking Johnny and Blaze, live Michelle K, legends on the stage. She gon' bust it over, money shot in your face.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to KT, Lanisha. Shout out to all our fans watching.
Subscribe to us on YouTube, The Real Culture.
Y'all hear that? Like, subscribe, share.
Also follow us on Instagram, The Real Culture.
Alright, y'all, so on my page there is another video that I shared, so y'all can watch that. You'll see a cup right now, but continue to watch. Thank y'all for tuning in.
I met this bitch by the bar, took that bitch to my car. Bitch was like you a star, she sucked my dick like a straw. She said she like it from the back, and so I picked her apart. She know she can't be my lady, say the place in my heart. Dollar keep it 100, I've been this way from the start. Watch me start from the bottom and work my way up the chart. But guard person, watch the wrinkles go away with no starch. I'm in the street spiritual thug and throwing game like a dart. This broad gave me a number, so I gave her a card. He told me come to a place, and she ain't having no drawers. I made a day and an hour, and got right up in the walls. I let her ride me, she was like, ain't know that dick was so tall. OMG, oh my God, that tootie by soaking wet. As I stroke back and forth, I make it open and stretch. I'm a pro, I'm a vet. I'm one hell of a kid. She broke me off with a money shot, and she blessed by the best. Yes. Money shot. She give me that. Money shot. She give me that. Money shot. Bend it over, bust it open, twerk something now. Money shot. Bring it back, drop it low, work something now. Money shot is when she bend that thing over. Money shot is when she see a real soldier. Money shot is when she gon' what twerk. Money shot is when I gon' put in work. Play it like a boss when I floss. Me and Dollar finna go and just break her with off.
Cause I already see that she wanna show it. So I'ma go ahead, the cash, I'ma blow it. Money shot, that's what the word what mean. $1,000,000 cat in the what Agent Green. We pulled up in the scene throwing dollars. I'ma go ahead and go and give them a rain shower. I know we getting money, so them boys hating. They already know we maxing some players. Come through with something bad that look like trail. And they already know this game, I'ma fade them. Anytime we fall into a club, they run out of ones, they know what's up. I ain't gotta say nothing, the money gon' talk. I'm looking for me something bad to take to the house. Money shot, money shot, money shot, money shot, money shot. She give me that money shot, money shot, money shot, money shot, money shot. She give me that money shot, money shot, money shot. Bend it over, bust it open, twerk something now. Money shot, money shot, money shot. Bring it back, drop it low, work something now.
And we are back. It's your boy John right here with Lord Nicole, Sabrina the model, and my main man AD Green. And let's just get into it. I was looking over some stuff and I saw that they put away $10 million to invest into black-owned banks. And did you guys know we had a black-owned bank here in Houston, Unity Bank?
Hey, what? Shout out to our black-owned banks.
I think there's only 20 in the United States. So what do you think about investing in black-owned banks? And do you think we should use black-owned banks over Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America? And why do you think, people don't use them?
I think black people have that conception of, are they doing our money right? Are they putting our money where it should go? Are we going to have our money? And it's kind of like a stereotype.
Yeah.
And we're just used to who was up and running already. I personally maybe would if I see they've been around for a minute, and that has nothing to do with black, white. It just depends on how long you've been around. So I make sure that everything is good, and before I just go and put my money in a bank, I want to see some
because it's your money.
So it's nothing about the race or anything. It's just I think how long you've been around, your reputation, all that.
Been operating right.
Yes.
I think it's also about the publicity. I don't think they get enough publicity.
Yeah, sure.
True.
It has a whole lot to do, like she said. We don't know if we can trust our own people, or we don't know if they're gonna do right by us, or like we was talking earlier, man. This goes way back to these prejudices, these vices that our people deal with. Well, we just got a problem with each other. So
crabs in the barrel.
Yes.
So it's time to break that curse, and it's time to really, give some support to each other instead of hating on a brother or hating on a sister. Why don't we stick together and support each other? The same way every other race do. Because like I said last, I told y'all last couple of shows, the black dollar is $1 trillion strong, but it only lasts in our community for a couple of days. But every other race, they keep their money or they spend their money with each other in their community.
Yeah.
But it's sad, man. But with us, that's how it is, man. Just like Pac said, that's just the way it is.
Like you said, it's not only is the black dollar influential, it's our whole culture. We are the minority of the race. The American black is the minority of the minority of the whole globe, not only just the United States, but our culture is the most dominant. You will see other races trying to act like us, not only here, but in other countries, other continents. They still gonna be wearing J's, they still gonna be wearing Nikes, they still gonna be jamming our music. It's people, they don't know nothing about us, but they'll come over here jamming some Tupac. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing, and that's how NBA players connect with other NBA players from overseas. He was like, "Oh man, that boy jamming that Pac. He don't know no English, but I know he real." And that right there just lets you know the influence of the culture. Not only is the black dollar influential, but our culture is influential. So if we could keep the black dollar in our hood, in our community, along with our culture, just imagine the power that we would have, because the power is global, but the financial power is minimal. It's barely making it out the community.
And you know how it hurts the forces that be. It hurts when we do. I think what Martin Luther King did it back in the day. You redistribute the hurt by boycotting, meaning like, don't spend your money no more with their businesses. And, you know, that's how you get their attention. You want answers, you got to come together like that. You got to hurt them with their pockets.
Mm-hmm. And stop accepting it. You know, stop accepting certain treatment. You know you got money, you know your worth, you know your value. Don't accept that treatment from that owner. Don't accept that treatment from that restaurant or from that store. And make them respect you. Make them respect your dollars.
But everybody has to get on the same level, and everybody has to have that same respect across the board in order to change people's minds. Because if some are doing it and some are not, it's going to still leave that in the back of people's head like, oh, well, they're the same or whatever. But in order to change somebody, you have to change. These businesses have to change, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, because if I'm going to give you my money, you better meet the best service that you can to get my money.
Well, at first, you know, when that George Floyd situation happened, everybody was all pro-African American. They want to help this, they want to do that, making all these, you know, situations available. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, we're living in COVID, but what's going to happen after COVID? Are we going to get that same treatment? Right. Are we going to get those same opportunities? Or is it going to go back to how it was before George Floyd passed away? And rest in peace to George Floyd, a great Houston native.
And it shouldn't take that to get certain rewards. These businesses should have kind of been doing that. It shouldn't take for somebody's life to get lost for them to now, oh, I support this, or I support Black Lives Matter. Okay, well, you should support that before the death.
Should have been supporting it for the longest.
So people are looking at it as if it's fake, you know, like, oh, well, they're just saying that for this, like it ain't true. I mean,
well, you have some corporations that really do want to help people, and then you got some corporations, they're just doing it, you know, like you're saying, just to get along.
Right. I don't know.
And shout out to all my young, old business owners, black, brown. You know, man, if y'all doing some business, small businesses or something, man, you know, I have to give y'all my love and support, because I'm really big on that, supporting all kind, and see the ones that's really trying to do something with themselves. Mm-hmm. You know, earlier I supported a business earlier, you know, so y'all always will get my money, because I know, I understand, and I see your struggle, and I see what you're trying to do. So yeah, man, so this is just to the ones, man, you know, support your own, man, support your own first, man, you know. And like I say, all lives matter, man, but you know, it's me speaking from a black man, man. I got to talk about mine first, so, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Well, like Huey Newton and Bobby Seale said, it's all power to the people. It's no disrespect to anybody. You know, we're going to promote our race, of course, but it's all power to the people. We're all people.
That. Because we all have to stop killing each other, all races. You know what I mean? It really is all lives matter, because, I mean, it's happening to every race. It's not just black people. You know, it's across the board.
Yeah, because if you stick up for your rights, like the Chicago 7, you know, it was one black guy and 6 white guys. You know what I mean? And they end up going to jail. You see what I'm saying? So
it's just
if
we're
you
getting
stick
done
up,
a little bit wrong, you know, when it comes to the police brutality. But I mean, we're all killing each other in the streets. You know, black, white, African American. It's just, you know, it don't matter what race. We're all dying, and we got to just come together and just stop. You know.
Got to change our outlook on life. Take life more serious, man. Like I said, man, you gotta have a reason to live, and I think every human being has a reason to live. Mm-hmm. You know, what's missing is love, because love is the highest elevation of understanding, and once you understand what love means, then you understand that you have a purpose to live. You have a reason to live life for.
Yes.
So it's just like I said, man. The people got to learn. They got to understand who they are first, man. And you can't love nobody else until you love yourself first. So let's start there first. So once you can love self, you able to love, and the world will be a better place. You know, if somebody can just show a little love, man. You know.
Very true. Very true.
So with that being said, you know,
Hey man, speaking of love, man, some of my favorite restaurants that I love are being closed due to COVID, and it's kind of hurting me.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite restaurants out here on the north side, Victory Eatery, man, they had closed, man. They got great barbecue, great sandwiches. It was wonderful, and they are now no longer open, permanently closed due to COVID. So I wanted to ask you guys, what's still open, you know, and like what has closed that's has been one of your favorite restaurants due to COVID?
I don't really have any. I mean, everybody's open that I go to. Everybody's open.
But you talking about black owned or just black
owned, yeah,
restaurants? Or
whatever.
just
I
overall?
know there's some Papa's closing here in Houston due to COVID. There's some Luby's closing.
they ain't closed Pee Wee's Snack Shack and Acres Home, bitch. Pee Wee's Snack Shack, I've been eating that since I was a kid. They ain't closed that, huh?
Nah, they ain't closed Pee Wee's, and they haven't closed Tropical Express or Burns. I've been eating that on the regular.
Burns, one of my favorites too.
Barbecue.
Shout out to OG Burns, man. I've been eating it since a kid, man.
Shout out to that boy Big Al, man, back there making them sandwiches.
Right.
Yeah. But as far as I know, I don't really know a whole lot of restaurants that didn't close, but I know they've been affected because of COVID. And man, COVID is really shutting a whole lot of folks down. As far as like the ones that was really doing good with their businesses, and the ones that's just trying to hold on, you know, to what they do have.
Yeah, a lot of small business, you know, mom and pop businesses have closed down, and then, you know, just being here in Houston, after Harvey, some businesses had to close down or you know, slow down their business to rebuild, and now you have COVID, so it's hard for a small business owner, an entrepreneur, to bounce back from two devastating losses like that. So, you know, hopefully, you know, the government can reach out and try and help some of those entrepreneurs.
Yes.
But right now.
What about the stimulus check?
Hey, that's what I was just about to say.
Where that money
Right now, hey, we want our money.
We want our money.
And yeah, you need to send them checks, Mr. Bite.
Yep.
Right.
Real
Nah,
quick.
man. Nah, I know that's what America is what wanting to say. You know what I'm saying? Where's the
Everybody like
stimulus
we
check?
forgive
Nah,
you.
it would have been live if we would have got them things for Christmas. You know, that'd have been a real American
that's what
Christmas.
they should have did it for. Honestly, to help
Exactly.
people the unfortunate who lost jobs and different things, who can't provide Christmas or whatever for their kids. This is the time that they should have done it.
You know,
I
when you
agree with
speak of
that.
that holiday also, man, we got to remember, man, you know, I'm not really big in religion or nothing, man, but you need to know, if you believe in Christ and everything, what the really message was all about.
Yes.
Celebrate, if you do celebrate Christmas, man, let it have a meaning to you. Let it be like love for your family, man, because if you can't
Amen.
afford a gift,
Amen.
know what's more important, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Christmas can be every day.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not about robbing and stealing and killing for gifts.
Very true.
Like I said, it's all about love. So, you know, especially during COVID, go and spend some time with your loved ones.
Yes.
And spread some love. It's like the host earlier, Vic, he was talking about losing somebody in the holiday season. We've all lost people in the holiday season. So instead of being negative, go out there and give some love, man. Put a smile on some people's face.
That's what it's
Me and Uncle Mike, we gave out a lot of meals earlier today. Me and AD, we do that once a week. So, you know, try and do something for your community and show some love to somebody.
That's awesome.
I got to give a special shout out to, I call him Pops, man. Michael Alexander, man. Big Mike, man. You know, he's always been a good brother to me, man. Good friend. Look at him like a Pops, man. He's one of the entrepreneurs who doing great things in the city, who, you know, whose business owner has been, you know, entrepreneur for years, man. So shout out to Mike, man.
Shout out to Uncle Mike.
You know, man, gotta give him a special shout out, man.
Yes.
So, Sabrina.
Hey. So, before we go, I need to introduce my video called Shout Out. It is available on all platforms. So here it goes. Sabrina the Model, shout out.
Sabrina the Model.
Yes, that's me. And I produced my video, my outfits. The whole concept was me.
Shout out to my north side clique. Shout out to my south side clique. Shout out to my west side clique. Shout out to my east side clique. Shout out to all my people making money. Shout out to all my hustlers making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my bosses making money. North side on that ass. East side on that ass. West side on that ass. South side on that ass. It's a model on the track, a real Florida girl, and I got it like that. I'm shouting all my haters and my grinders and my bosses. I'm really with the shit. Big boss shit. It don't matter where you from. Get it how you live, bitch. I'm number one. Big bang roll, bitch. I'm coming with the stacks. Shout out to my north side clique. Shout out to my south side clique. Shout out to my west side clique. Shout out to my east side clique. Shout out to all my people making money. Shout out to all my hustlers making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my bosses making money. North side on that ass. East side on that ass. West side on that ass. South side on that ass. I'm on my Gucci shit. Real ball status, I can take a hit. Money stay higher than a flame that's lit. It's money in my city, I'ma make that shit. Ayy, I'm on my ones and twos. Flipping that bread and serve it back to you. Ayy, I'ma run up a check. My drip so icy that my money stay wet. Ayy, shout out to my north side clique. Shout out to my south side clique. Shout out to my west side clique. Shout out to my east side clique. Shout out to all my people making money. Shout out to all my hustlers making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my bosses making money. North side on that ass. East side on that ass. West side on that ass. South side on that ass. All my people making money. Shout out to everybody making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my making money. Get in there.
And that was a great video by my girl, Sabrina the Model.
My first song.
Get in it.
Shout out.
It was fun. It was fun.
Tell us a little bit about that video, Sabrina. What
the video, I just wanted to, I'm not an artist, I'm an entertainer, but I just wanted to do something that could relate to everybody. You know, I consider everybody a hustler, a grinder, a boss if you're working. You feel me? So I wanted something that everybody could vibe to, but I wanted something that had like an old school feel, like, you know, something that sounded different from what's going on right now. This is something that people could chill to and vibe to.
Yeah,
I was really playing around. Yeah, I wrote that in the Walmart parking lot about the grocery shop, but yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, man, that was a dope video.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to put you on the green team, the team green.
And I produced that video. The concept was all me. The outfits was all me. Everything was all me. Besides, shout out to Versi Media for making my video look good, and Shatara for my makeup.
Yeah, okay. They did that.
Had my girl Laura Nicole in the video.
Shout out to my
yeah.
You know, just something for the north side, east side, west side. You know, I might do a little remix. You know.
Okay.
Make sure you get me on the remix. Be Acres Home all up in there.
I need to do something with a bunch of rappers on the video.
No shirt.
Nasty no.
I need to get somebody from each side of town and do the remix.
That would be dope.
Be dope.
So speaking of models, Sabrina, that boy Tiger has started a fans only business for the fans only page to help the girls get more fans on their fan only pages. So is that needed, or how does that work?
How is he helping them get more fans? That's my question. How is he helping them get more fans? What is he doing to? Is he putting? I mean, like, because the OnlyFans, like, you can't promote it more, can you, than the normal, right?
Well, maybe he has the money to, buy more followers, boost, the pictures for the girl.
I mean,
I don't really know what services he's
I feel like
providing.
they don't need him.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're showing their body or whatever, that's gonna sell itself. You don't need somebody. I'm just wondering.
Now, how is he gonna sell themselves when girls get on social media every day, pretty much buck naked, and some of them get followers, some of them no.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. How is it gonna sell yourself? You're gonna need somebody, or should some of these women cover themselves
But that's
up?
what I'm saying. What is he really doing?
Yeah, what's behind it?
Yeah, what's behind it? Like, that's what I want to
Makes you
know.
question
What
it.
is he really doing, and how is it pushing it?
Well, he has
Unless
a name.
he's
He has a
promoting-
name, right?
I mean, unless he's promoting them on his page
Yeah.
type thing.
Okay,
True.
that's why I got to come in at. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with what he doing because I mean he ain't doing nothing different.
No, I'm just trying. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just trying to see how is he doing it and how is it benefiting.
Yeah,
that's all.
that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
well back to back what I'm saying. I'm saying this is my reason for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that the reason he's benefit from the same way that you Hefner benefit from it.
Right.
Right now it's just about getting up out of the your situation and want more for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's just a way in of investment for him to build his income.
I'm
You
all
know
for
what
it
I'm
as long
saying?
as he's not pimping them. Now,
So-
if he's
That's
really
what-
like
yeah.
So what you
supporting
mean,
it,
pimping since pimping, or what you talking
like,
about?
oh, you sleep with me, then I'll do
put
it
you
type
out there.
thing. Like, do it out of respect, and I really want to see you
But
win
but
and push
but
you.
but now going back to Hugh, we don't know what Hugh is doing. So why you got to
we
put
know
the
what he
same
was
thing on Tiger?
We know what he was doing, but no, I'm just saying like it's got to change sometime. You know what I'm saying? It's got to change. Like you can't keep. You got to
Well,
show
some
these models
people-
that you don't have to do that because then the girl's gonna be like, oh well, I got to do this to get on. That's the problem.
One of my listeners say some of these girls need somebody to financial for like to educate them to show them ways that they don't know
And
about
I agree with
themselves.
that. I agree with
how
that.
do you know how to get further in life if somebody don't show you how to get
I
there?
agree with that. I just said not for the
So-
wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Don't make these girls feel like they gotta sleep with you in order for you to push them. We
Well,
don't. I'm not saying
This
he's
man
doing
right
it.
here,
guidance.
he got money
Yeah.
and stuff.
He need guidance.
He might have a different caliber of women that he's
Yeah.
dealing with, and he might be doing business with another caliber of
Yeah.
women.
Okay.
So he might not want to sleep with them.
Yeah, and I'm all for it. If he's doing it, everybody needs somebody. Yes, I agree. But if it's for the wrong reasons,
That's a no.
Right.
I as a model try to show other models you don't have to do that. All you got to do is grind. You don't have to sleep around in the game to do
Right,
that.
right.
That's all I'm saying because that's what I promote.
Nah, integrity.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, everybody needs somebody. You know, we go on his platform, your platform, we're all helping each other. So I'm all for that, just not the wrong reasons. That's
Not
all.
the
That
wrong
goes
way.
that goes to back when you know your self-worth.
Right.
When you know who you are as a person.
Right.
But if you don't know who you are as a person,
Yeah.
then how do you know the things that you're saying? You know what
True.
I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
you could continue to lead by example. They need more women of being role models to show these younger upcoming girls how it should be done. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it's all about leading by example too. You know what I'm saying? And showing them that hey, it's a better way. Do it like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel you on this.
But shout out to Tiger. You know, if he's helping the women, that's awesome. If he, is doing it the right way, I'm all for it.
Hey, get your money, black man.
Hey,
Oh my
that's all I'm
God.
saying.
Damn,
Oh my
Bino.
God.
Oh my
Do your thing. That's what I say, man.
What
Do
this-
your,
how
do
this
your
I mean, I
song
ain't
thing.
go?
knocking his hustle.
Get your money. How that song go?
Get your money.
Nah, I'm talking about.
Maybe
the
I need to start
Black
putting these
Gambino.
men on
talking about,
and start.
Childish Gambino?
Okay, what you
Men on,
let me
Well,
manage
last
it.
time my
Exactly.
chick-
Put men on
America.
OnlyFans page and we manage y'all.
Right? We need to start making our money off y'all. So let me see.
Exactly.
Hey, ain't no Magic
Some of
Mike
y'all-
over here.
Some of y'all women's ears pimps. What the hell you mean?
Right?
And so, speaking of freaks and super freaks, the king of the freaks, Rick James, has a mini series coming out. What you guys think about that? His brother's gonna help produce it.
Okay. What's it gonna be about though?
It's
About his life growing up in the Buffalo projects, and then his rise to fame, and what happened.
Oh, I see it.
I believe that's a good thing
Yeah.
that he got that going. So
mean,
everybody
he's
can
a
see his
legend.
whole background of where he come from to how he is now. So I think it's
Yeah,
a
More,
what's
good
your-
thing.
more legends should do stuff like that just so people can see what they went through and like because people look up to legends, so like let's see what you went through and what you dealt with and how you did it, and a way to get back to the new generation.
Yeah, because he's done so much as far as like the Mary Jane girls, Then Super Freak. He got the Temptations, because I think he's actually Blue's nephew from the Temptations.
You can't
Deep
forget
Boys Blue.
You can't forget about one of his biggest artists, Tina Marie, that sang you down. You hear me?
Hey,
Marie
I'm talking square business. Square business to you, baby.
So man, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be an interesting movie. You know what I'm saying? I wonder who gonna play it.
Yeah, I do want to know who's gonna play Rick James, and then who you gonna get to play Tina Marie, because she has to be, a main character in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you should play Rick James though.
Look.
Put that curl on. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's a super freak. But what's your favorite Rick James classic?
I think Rick James back in the day, he's one of the ones that made the original MC Hammer that how it go that
Oh, did he make that?
Can't tell. I gotta educate you myself.
I didn't know he did it though.
Yeah, he's the original person that made that.
Wow.
Super Freak is what it was called.
Yeah, they stole it from him. He was in jail.
Oh, you know what? Okay. That was a song though back.
All
in the
I
day.
want to do is go watch the movie when they make it. And I want to hear him say, "I'm Rick James."
Oh my gosh.
My favorite song is probably "Give It to Me, Baby." Yeah.
How it go?
Give it to me, baby.
Oh yeah. That's that old
you can't forget that song "Fire Desire" by Rick James. That was
Tina Marie.
Since y'all naming songs, y'all gotta sing it.
I used to watch my mama and my daddy listen to that. I was young.
Yeah, that's some of that.
But I remember the Rick James songs though.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Lanisha.
And the best one is Mary Jane. I ain't heard nobody say that.
The world. He had the world smoking Mary Janes.
Oh man.
So I know how that song go.
That's what I'm saying. You watch Friday, Mary Jane. Yeah, that's Rick James. Yes, sir.
I'm in love
Rick
with
James,
Mary Jane. Hey.
Nah, man, that dude, man. R.I.P. man, rest in peace, man, to the legend. And Tina Marie, she passed too.
Two great classics: Hall of Fame, rock and roll, soul, funk, all of that.
A little bit of everything.
How you feel about who gonna play Aretha Franklin? I think she wanted Jennifer Hudson to play it.
Jennifer Hudson should play Aretha.
Yeah, that would be good.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because Whitney, they found the girl to play Whitney Houston for her movie. She's gonna have a bigger scale movie because she's had like Lifetime movies, like on some small networks. This is gonna be a big motion picture. They got a girl from the UK to play Whitney Houston, but she's not gonna be singing. She's just gonna be lip syncing. And going back to what you were saying about Aretha Franklin, I feel like if you're gonna really do a biopic, you should actually be able to sing. You should be able to hum a note. Nothing against Angela Bassett, because I think she should have won an Oscar for What's Love Got to Do with It. And she was lip syncing that, but she sold it. You see what I'm saying?
Her acting.
Yeah, the acting. She was so cut up, and
I love her.
Just the way her mannerisms, she should have won an Oscar for that.
Yes.
So I feel like if you can do it like how Angela Bassett did it, then yeah, you don't have to sing.
I love you, girl.
But Jennifer Hudson, I think she would be the perfect Aretha Franklin, because we want to get some of those songs. Some like you were saying about Rick James. We want to hear the come up, and then we want to hear some of those songs that we never heard before.
You don't think Fantasia Barrino is a good singer?
Yeah, I like Fantasia. You would like Fantasia to be the
I think she's
Aretha?
amazing.
I don't really like Fantasia's music.
But see, I think Aretha Franklin requested Jennifer Hudson before she passed, so that's why they're gonna honor her and let her play the role.
Yes.
So I think that's why Jennifer Hudson.
I think Jennifer Hudson has more range than Fantasia. I do like Fantasia because I think she writes her own music. I think Jennifer Hudson is more of a performer. I think she's like a true singer. She learns music and she performs it, but her range is just phenomenal.
Let's see it.
Lanisha say,
I need to do it.
Lanisha say, what you know about Tina Marie? Girl can sing, huh?
Hey, shout out to Lanisha. What's up, sis?
I always support.
Yes, always support.
Oh yeah, I'm talking square business.
To the Throw Out Entertainment.
You baby.
Square business.
Hey, look.
If y'all ain't doing nothing tonight, man, make sure y'all come. And we doing a all white party, private party,
All
man.
white.
But
All white.
if you pull up, man, you look pretty nice. We gonna let you in.
That club
6305
shake,
Antoine Drive, man. Pull up on us, man. It's going down. But
You
yeah.
might see me in the corner. I'm gonna be the black sheep.
Oh man.
How you gonna come to an all white party and show
And
up
black.
black?
Well, he got white on his shirt, so I mean that should work out perfect.
Yeah. I guess we can give you a pass, my brother.
Get a pass.
It's an all black attack.
So, what you got going on, man, out here on the holiday, man? What y'all got planned, man? Y'all mamas and shit.
What's our plan for Christmas holiday?
What y'all doing, man? Can I
It's a
come
little
over
bit
there
of
and eat?
family
Cooking,
time.
baking, all
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So what y'all cooking? Duck, turkey, ham?
Oh no.
My mom
Not
is
no
making
duck.
our homemade cakes from scratch, along with some cookies from scratch. All that.
We might do
some
some
sweet potato pie.
Yeah, ham and mac and cheese and stuff like that. Whatever
Okay,
my kids
okay.
and stuff like,
Yeah.
whatever the family.
Done I got
wants.
all your gifts out the way. You gotta
Yeah.
give her. You gonna buy a miracle. Something.
I have a lot of wrapping to do left. I always do big Christmases for my kids. That's all I know growing up. So my kids get a shitload of stuff. I'm about done shopping though, but
It's about time. You've been shopping for a long time.
I know. I got to wrap all this stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Look, when y'all is out there with y'all family, man, when y'all out there with y'all loved ones around the holiday, I can't say it enough, man. Make sure y'all practice social distance, man.
Yes.
When y'all are out and about, and make sure y'all mask up. I have to get that announcement. So yeah, man.
Mask up, sanitize.
Mask
6
up.
feet.
Cause
We,
it is
y'all.
getting better.
Give me 6 feet.
Worse out there, man. So make sure y'all stay free.
Yes.
Make sure y'all stay COVID free for the holiday, man.
I hope everybody has a good holiday.
And look,
Stay safe.
y'all can check us out on YouTube at The Real Culture, and we'll be showing all our podcasts there. So make sure y'all like, comment, and share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe right now. The link is in the bio. If you ain't subscribed to Real Culture page right now, man, shame on you, man. And
You got 15 minutes left. We got one more segment. So please go to YouTube and subscribe to The Real Culture.
That's right, man. We gonna come back after this break. So, man, make sure y'all tuned in, man. We got some more live stuff to talk about, man. Tuned in to The Real Culture.
The Real
I'm
Culture.
your main man, A.D. Green, Supreme the Model, my boy John, girl Nikki.
We be back. My man Eddie Green. Let's get it.
I told them boys when I get home, it's on, like Pac said, man.
So sick, Papa's eye looking thick, foes turning trunk split, chrome grill and bumper kit. Welcome to that H, baby, pouring up, sipping daily. R.I.P. Pimp C, Fruit Mode, B.A.T. Big Hawk, Mr. G, reppin' for all the legends. Summertime that drop naked, swing mode, I drive reckless. Yellow bones keep it sexy, snow bunnies and bad mess. My red bone be tatted up, my Chinatown gon' bag it up. My Asian chick be modded up, my pockets they be knotted up. My gray tape be chopping up, screwed down and slowed up. This is for that Texas, man, hold up. This is for that Texas, man, hold up. Yeah, A.D. Green, we still crawling on gray. Tell them, come on. Say I'm a ballin' parlay.
I'm apple over silver with the insides gray. Swinging through the fourth ward, riding down gray. If money is the destination, I am on the way. No matter the time of day, I'm always getting paid. Head turn the block burner, nah, I don't play. Catch a play, catch a fade, Glock throw away. Turning heads daily, move, bitch, get out the way and give me room, cause I'm coming through, baby, what it do? AD in that ocean blue, sipping on the tip, sideways, and I'm looking good, gotta keep it true. Getting money till I'm in the grave, it ain't nothing new. This one for the slab riders, swing wide, pop trunk. This one for the slab riders, swing wide, pop trunk. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It's Power Wow, and I'm still breaking boys off, you know what I'm saying?
Dollar Cat, SB Entertainment, man, we in here, say, yo, we hot bot, man, we tryna make it now. So if you come to the front of the stage, and you ain't got more than a stack in your pocket, man, please sit down.
You should have been telling me that.
Let's go. A money shot is when she tooted up, make you wanna hit up. Grab that ass from the back, yeah, that's how you hit up. Look, East Coast got some bad strippers, and yeah, West Coast got some live strippers, but man, nothing like a down south stripper. They took off.
Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back. You're watching The Real Culture.
So, what y'all think about this case Emma Rehab? The one that shot her boyfriend in the head, or her best friend. I don't know what he is to her. Boyfriend, best friend. It's weird. So, what y'all think?
I mean, I think weird is a understatement, because when you go into the details of what was going on, I mean, usually when I'm with my friend, I have some clothes on. So when you ain't got no clothes on, I mean, or when you got clothes that the simulation there that it could have been something else, I have to question what type of friends it is, because this is 2020. So the friends don't mean the same thing it meant back in the day, so to speak. Now we're talking about a whole different level.
Yeah.
Yep. They claim the gun fell off the table, y'all.
That was what she said.
That's what she said. The gun fell off the table, but don't you think that wouldn't aim at his head, though? I don't think it would aim at his head if
and there
it
were
fell.
two shell casings found.
Oh, no.
And that's why I say it's 2020. That's what happened, y'all. See, they got this new technology in the guns where they can bump it and make it fall off the table, and it's gonna go off a couple times. So that's why, that's what's gonna be the alibi. You heard it here first. I hope she used that, so I get paid off of that.
Right.
I hope she used that. So I mean,
I don't know.
So you're
That's
not
kind
being
of
funny. You're saying that that's the actual thing.
No, I really was just being.
You're being funny.
I just being funny.
It sounds like a lover's quarrel.
No doubt.
She found something out. Because what did you say that the video or the audio sounded?
She sounded so fake, y'all. Big up on the acting skills. She
You
pretty
hear me?
good on that. But yeah, to me that just sounded so
man.
fake. She wasn't crying or nothing, so she didn't show no emotional side. So I'm
and
like,
if that's your friend, it don't matter. You're gonna be
you gonna
hurt.
cry.
Period.
You're gonna feel some type of way about it.
Maybe she was just so distraught by what was going on. You know, it just made the struggle so real she couldn't even bear it. I mean, maybe that's what it was.
Know about
I mean,
that.
you know.
No.
But she was telling it to the cops though in front of their face, and the cops even like she ain't crying.
She was arrested.
So
Well, usually, I try to go any further, but on the further investigation, man, I always tell people, the internet be on stuff first, so we already solved that. The internet solved that.
Yeah.
We solved that first.
The police, they solved it when they seen her not crying, and that's supposed to be your friend. Like, why are you not emotional?
being very emotional about it, and plus
You gave yourself away. At least fake it. If anything, I'd be in that mud sobbing and I'd be sobbing. I'm gonna make it look like right.
Let me make myself.
If you gonna fake it, I mean, at least go through the whole the whole thing, you know, and play it off all the way to the end.
I might
Exactly.
be wrong, but I just gotta ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
If you know, when you with this call going through the game, when you go down through there and get in the game and you giving the police the game, ladies, help me understand this. If you saying it's your friend, why was you not even smart enough to put your clothes on?
For real, that's true.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I mean,
That's what I said.
No, that's
But
tough.
that's why I said you got to go through the whole. You gotta play the whole thing, the whole scene out. You got to do everything. You got to map it out before you,
you know,
do
it
it.
just probably caught her off guard and man, like, dang, like, this is going
But
through.
in the heat of a moment, so let's just say if she went through his phone or there was
Oh, yeah,
something that
true.
she found out, this may have not been premeditated.
Yeah.
I found something out,
I just
and you're about
spazzed
to
out.
get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a different side
Yeah.
of the
You
game.
see what I'm
right
saying?
there.
I'm not thinking about clothes. Now I am thinking about making this phone call that has to be made clearly because they were in the hotel.
yeah, they wasn't
They're in a hotel, so somebody heard it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But in the heat of the moment, I'm not worried
That's
about
true.
clothes.
Right.
That's true.
Yep.
That's very true.
That's very true. Cause it
Okay.
seemed like I mean, they used to have an old school soul, man. They was in the heat of the night. You know what I mean? So it was going down. They was about to go down through there. I guess and from a male's perspective, I can understand because we all been into some tight situations, man. So that phone probably rang and he probably didn't put it on silent or he ain't let her
I ain't
know.
finna
Hey
kill
man, I
nobody,
need you.
though.
I need
Alright.
you to call at
I'm
this
not finna go to
time
jail.
and all this here. Yeah, you know how we do it. I need you to call at 9:05. Don't call before then. I'm gonna be busy.
And
Call
now
me
look.
at 9:05. She called at 9:04.
Now she can spend the rest of her life over that instead of just letting it go.
Well,
Just beat him up, beat his ass, but don't kill him. I mean,
Don't
why?
kill him.
Now you locked up. Now
I
you
don't
know.
even have the energy for that.
Yeah,
though.
like,
for
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Because
'Cause
what
you
is
did
that?
it.
You're doing it. You're going to keep doing it.
True.
Me putting my hands on you. I don't want you putting your hands on me. That's first and
No, I'm
foremost.
just saying if
so I'm not
anything,
going to put my hands on
if you felt like
you.
you had to do something, do that. But now you locked up.
Man,
You
the wiser me.
Because I agree with you. I'm with that.
Put your
too.
clothes on and go
Yeah.
home, sis.
Yeah.
How
That's the
about
biggest thing.
Man,
Just
put
walk
that-
away.
Well, I ain't
Walk
gonna lie
away.
to you. If it depends on how nice the robe is, cause I'll be like, when you said sis, I say, bro, I need to come on in. I need this here, man. Let me get this robe. I got to get up out of here. Oh, yeah, look, check this out. Cause you know what? When you ain't comfortable, now we all been into some sticky situations. So us as men, we know we got to get up out of us. I'm speaking when I was younger, and we used to come see you. You young girls when we was young, you come through and sneak in your room, and we didn't know if your mom was there. So this is why we kept
them
we kept them
days.
shoes on. You hear me? You want to back? Why you won't take your shoes off? What's wrong with your feet? Man, I'm trying to get out of here because if your daddy coming here, man, we all out of there. So I'm about to keep these shoes on. And I'm about to jump out this window. I'm about to get up out of here. So,
Oh, that's the days.
I get it, man. I don't think about it. Maybe he should have.
Sabrina, that sounds like that.
Yeah, that's
Just a little
reminiscent,
bit.
like,
She said that's
Say,
the
throw
day.
back. You hear me?
Throw back, girl.
You hear me? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Remember them days? Because it just didn't make no sense to to the average person. Like, man, why this man got his shoes on? I'm talking about. And excuse me, viewer, but we got you bust your naked. You butt naked.
Yeah.
And you ain't got nothing but some Jordans on.
Right?
You just waiting.
Or you just pull your pants down.
Man,
Remember
I-
that?
Pull your pants down.
Pull your pants down. Keep the shoes on.
Hey, and hurry
Pull
up.
your shirt up right here, but pull the pants down.
You know what? Is this PG-13?
Okay. Right? No, this is.
Don't
this
get
is
triple
raw
X
and
now.
Okay.
uncut.
Rated.
All right.
But yeah. So yeah, we got to get to it.
Yeah, for real. But as far as like relationships, best friends, and all that, I feel people should just walk away. That's the best thing. Is just walk away, let it go.
I agree. Our younger selves don't really think things through and maybe make the best decisions. And like we were speaking of earlier about prison and jail and stuff like that, we act off impulse, and now she's in jail.
Yeah.
So I don't care what role she tried to play in that moment and how distraught she may have tried to act. It was apparent that she may have not been telling the truth, so she got arrested.
Yeah.
Time will tell whether or not something else transpired there or not. Unfortunately, he was conscious enough to tell them something when they arrived, but then now he's in critical condition.
Oh,
so
wow.
So hopefully he wakes up, and he does well,
So what y'all think about this here? I got something to throw at y'all. we going through the Rolodex. So if y'all mind, let's take a ride. We finna jump in this slab.
Let's go.
T.I. is doing this what we like to call thought intervention, where he's spending time with his daughter and giving her the game like it's supposed to be given, like we like to say, like God gave it to Moses. So how do you feel? How do y'all feel about that? About him spending that time and giving it to him, giving it to his daughter? Because like we spoken of earlier, from the man's perspective, it's very important because a man can raise a daughter, but effectively, it's only so much you can, explain to them. Or I can't tell a woman what to do in the period. Because man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Back in the gap, if she'd asked me, I'm running the other way. So let's just start this thing up. And
I think it's a good thing that he's doing that because fathers do need to give their daughters the game.
Correct.
It needs to come from mothers and fathers. We need our side and their side. So I think it's good because he can give the man's perspective.
Right. I agree. There was a point in time where my daughter's father came in the room and said, she was little boyfriends in middle school, going into high school, and he was like, "Hey, this is what they want. I don't care what they tell you. This is what it is." Mm-hmm. As a young girl now growing up with a father to be able to say, "Hey, this is game right here." I had uncles that came in and said certain things, but for a father to spend that time with them, not only that, showing her that love, she's not going to be out here looking for love in a man. Right. So that I think is first and foremost the importance. So whoever has anything negative to say about it, I don't quite understand it. Because that's the point of having a two-parent household or a male and a female in the house, because that love needs to come from the parents first. If not, men as well. They're out here looking for love in women, and they're promiscuous. Vice versa, women are doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm big ups to T.I. and anybody that's following suit to do that, to put that time into their kids, because we're blessed to have these kids. These kids are not ours. These are children, God's children. Amen. That's first of all. Amen. And we're blessed, to raise these children. So we do so to the best of our ability. And if that means, hey, we're getting here and giving you the game on what we've been through, what to prevent you from doing. Like I said, my mother was a teenage mother. I ended up being a teenage mother. My daughter will not be. My son is 17 years old, and he can tell you I'm not having sex. These are conversations that we had. Could I have that conversation with my mother? No. But because I took the time to parent my child and give him the game from a woman's perspective, and he has many male figures in his life to tell him, hey, yeah, sex feels good, but being tied to all these women and all these children and these headaches, it's no good. So he has a different perspective. Hey, let me go get this money, and then we'll talk about all that later. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like that. I have kids. I have boys, and I have 3 boys and a girl, and I talk to my kids about everything. I'm not sugarcoating anything, and you meet a lot of people that sugarcoat, and it's like once they hit outside, once they get in school, there is no sugarcoating. I give it to my kids raw and uncut. It is what it is, and they come to me. My boys are little, my daughter's older, and I just keep it 100. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing, because you're gonna go out and be like, oh, why you didn't tell me that, or why, what's this? What? No, I'm gonna tell you how it is. Somebody's gonna teach you about some sex, and sex education ain't it. Right. So in the world of technology and phones, you better get it. They like, oh, mama, we seen that, we know. I'm like, right. So
kids are smart nowadays.
I'm gonna just give it to y'all from a guy's perspective. From me, go, young ladies, I want y'all to zoom in, because this handsome face was one of the womanizer. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in what we like to call the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? A guy's gonna come at you, and they gonna tell you everything you want to hear, everything they want to hear, to try to get what they want to get accomplished. You gotta love yourself first, man. And if you really love yourself, you'll make that dude prove that he love you. And it's only one to prove that. So you know what I'm saying? We can give all the game you want to, but it starts with self. You gotta love yourself first, man. Amen. And know that, you know what I'm saying, your body is a temple that you build up, not destroy. Amen. So with that said, we had a great episode today. Yes. I want to say this, man. R.I.P. to my boy Duffy, man. You was the ultimate plug, man. You know what I'm saying? We lost you too young, but like I said, for the rest of 2021 to the day they put me in that casket, man, I'm a ball till I fall, and we all gonna do this here. So with that said, y'all tune in. We'll be live at 8 o'clock. We had technical difficulties, but we ain't to that. So like, subscribe, share to our YouTube channel. We're on all platforms.
Go follow. And this is your girl, Sabrina the model.
I'm your girl, Lauren Nicole.
Girl Jessica.
And this is Vic.
And you are watching
The
Real Culture.
I don't really hear nothing. Sound like a PM when she fussing. Me and my DMs ain't cuffing. From the bottom, from coming through with the orange or silver. Seeing for a walk through, yeah, I'm that nigga. We know you a rat, gave straight to the jury. Catch him in the street like, ooh, we deliver. Hit us, you know we got triggers. 30 for a change, you know we got figures. They don't wanna go to war, we got missiles. Marcus got hit with a brick and a pistol. Only ran jail gate 20 to my nipples. You know them fake hoes trying to come around when I was doing time. She ain't stay down. Now she been dripping, wanna come around. Big boy flexing, I had to get a bitch. Slip on the neck, they said get him. Sitting in the cell, I can see the vision. In the kitchen, I'm like loading pitches. They used to count the smokes, now they count inches. My trunk done popped and broke the world Guinness. My fortunes on the coupe, twist like gin. Broke ass niggas all in my business. I think so. Nah, bro. Yo, niggas frontin' for that gram. Money in your hand. We know that you rented that lamb.